I am flesh, I am bone, I am haunted by a soul. I am peace, I am war, I am standing at your door. Yeah, I turn away, I look at my car, it won't get me far.
All right. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Another edition of Flying with the Monkeys. Tonight we are doing a little bit more of our VA Caribbean tour. Let's see. Oh, I lost the page now. We are going from, I was going to say the airports, but I got off of that page when we were looking for some other stuff. But we are going from, we're going to start by going from MYGF to MYAW. We are flying the A2A Cessna 182. Usual suspects tonight, Mr. Moondog 88.
Hello.
Draco 411.
Hello.
Andrew's flying with us tonight.
What up?
And yeah, and Vado, I see you there. Let's see. I typed that in wrong when I set it up instead of, oh, you did both ways with the add-ons. I don't know why it didn't do that. I just set that up right before the stream. So I'll have to work on that a little bit.
Again, because Zig was really trying to do this, it's Grand Bahama International Airport's where we're leaving from, going to Abaco Walker Airport, and then from Abaco to Marsh Harbor International Airport. If we have a chance, and we'll leave and do a third one, which we don't have set up yet. Well, we don't have it all the way set up. It would be from Marsh Harbor to Great Harbor K Airport. So that would be the three if we do all three.
And so I guess, Vado, you downloaded the Join FS, but you can't figure out how it works. I'll go over it real quick. If you've got it open, you need to go to your file pull down there, and where is it? You need to go to View and go to View Hubs, and you need to join Digital Theme Park. That's the one we are usually on. Let me know if you find that.
Yeah.
The other thing you need to do is to go to your file pull down and do scan for models, and it'll put all the models of the airplanes that you have installed in there. And that's really about it.
Quantity 20. That's off. Enunciator panel check. Lights up. Good there. Cow flaps open. Flaps extended.
Throw in the passengers in the back real quick.
I already got everybody on my plane. While that's doing that, elevator set for takeoff.
Yeah, there's those two buttons on there, Beto. There's a create button and a join button, but you need to go to the view,
Master switch
the
on.
view menu, pull down and view hubs. And in there you can join the digital theme park.
Double check everything. Nope, you're on there.
Oh, I need to start the A cars.
Quantity.
You know what? I do too.
I actually got that one.
Start flight. Alright, everything looks good there. Nothing broken. Oop, wrong way. I wish this wouldn't shove you right up into the plane every single time you...
Occasionally, but not usually, Beto.
Alright, that looks good.
Check the stuff.
No, it's usually 9 o'clock. Sometimes Moondog will stream on the weekends. I'll be streaming more on the weekends probably once I get some my basement project finished.
There. Looks good.
Doing a quick walk around.
Yep.
Good night, Vedo. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit.
Thanks
Appreciate
for
it.
stopping. Yep.
Hopefully we'll see you soon.
Andrew won't. We're going to kick him out of the room here in about 10 minutes.
Yep. Bye, guys.
For no particular reason than I'm being a jerk tonight.
Oh, I thought it was my night.
No, it's my night tonight. Again.
You're no fun, Moondog. You never let me be
I
a
know.
jerk.
Oh, I've been told I'm the mean one. No, wait a minute. I'm the nice one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Luggage is stored. Off. Stat. Okay, we're good. Back to inside.
It's all set.
So we're
Auto
good with
correct.
the walk around.
Mixture out. Drop control in. Master switch on. The bacon light on.
Somebody say bacon?
Cow flaps open.
No, beacon. Beacon.
I said bacon.
You said bacon? Okay.
Yeah. Aha.
Taxing in the Cessna seems so slow.
Flaps open, right?
Pump off.
out there. Contact.
Oh, come on. If I could ever get this plane started on the first try.
You know what? I didn't do a flight plan.
Okay, let's take a look here.
What did I do wrong?
Engine flooded. Of course it is.
Did you just do direct? Probably, yeah, because it's so close.
I did VOR, but there is no VORs.
Okay.
Why is this thing?
Battery voltage low.
Good, that didn't freak out the plane.
Battery is weak. Well, yes, weak because I was.
There we go. Get that engine rolling a little bit there.
You know what helps? Turning the fuel valve on so that it's on both.
You know what else helps? Not flooding your engine.
Yeah, well, that will definitely help. Fuel pressure's coming up. Yes. Yes. It's good. Pressure's good. Temps are rising. Avionics on.
Right. Check oil pressure. Engine temperature's coming up nicely. Oil temperature's fine. Oil pressure's fine. Amps are in the positive.
What direction were we going? North?
North
Yeah, northeast.
east.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
About
you
a
guys
heading of
are-
30 degrees. 45.
I'm going directly east.
Yeah, about 30 degrees. I was right to start with. For takeoff seatbelts. Flight controls.
Flight controls feel good.
Alright. Fuel quantity, yeah, we're good. We're over 50.
Throttle up to 1800. Check magneto. That's all good. Throttle back down to idle. Alright, let's get pressure. Gonna be 3021.
Nothing eliminated, nothing. Elevator trim set. Set. Wings, flaps set. Yes.
That's all set. Okay, I'm good to go.
I just need to start doing my radio calls to let them know what I'm doing.
Yep, me too. Which way are we taking off?
I did north.
North, probably.
North is probably the correct way. I've listened. I did an IFR.
I guess you guys are probably gonna get 06.
Yep. Alright, I'm taxing.
Well, I'm waiting another 4 minutes because takeoff time's supposed to be at 9 Zulu. 4 minutes, 3.5 minutes still early.
Well, technically we haven't taken off. We're just taxiing, so by the time we get and take off, it'll be time. If the VA has an issue with that, I'll just tell them. Isn't it bad for customer service to make to have the customers waiting?
They don't have an issue with that.
I'd rather take off early than late.
As long as all your passengers are there.
Yep, all my passengers are here.
Whoa, who's that? Draco, was that you just flying right in front of me?
I don't know, maybe. Yeah, I only started taxiing 2 minutes early.
Why are you not on the taxiway?
I am. I'm getting ready to turn towards the runway now.
Is there another one over there?
Maybe it's somebody else? I don't know.
No, Draco had to go and get different Orbics.
Ah, coal.
Very nice. What the hell is that sitting over there in the grass?
That's me.
Zig.
You're the one in the grass.
No, I'm on a run. I'm on a taxiway.
All right, 2 out of 3 makes a consensus. So you were waiting for me to show up and tell you who's wrong.
Well, if you all look at my stream, you'll see I'm right. Yeah, you're taxiing through the grass too, Moondog.
Blame Warbigs.
You turn Orbix on tonight there, Draco?
Oh, Orbix will never get turned off.
Well, who am I parking up behind? Zig.
Yep, and you're right next to me.
Yeah, I see that. You sitting in the grass, fool you.
Well, Zig, you're first one up there, so you go.
Moondog's got the bright lights on there. I can't see myself anymore.
I only have the taxi lights on.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You want the landing lights on too?
No, because in my screen, your landing lights or your
There's-
taxi lights are
there's
way
landing
brighter
lights
than
on.
mine.
There's landing lights too, which I need to turn on for here anyways. There's some strobes. Check my flaps.
Runway 6, north departure. Cessna Zulu India Golf, cleared for takeoff, runway 6, north departure, approved. Cleared for takeoff, runway 6, Cessna Zulu India Golf.
Well, I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna
Well,
put my headphones on.
I'm cleared for takeoff.
So am I.
Now comes the fun part.
Yep.
Are you gonna take off right behind him?
I got clearance. You better keep it moving.
Well, I got clearance, so you both better get moving.
Hold on, I gotta set my okay, my autopilot is set already. Alright, here we go. See what happens.
Well, that's the only thing I didn't do.
We'll do it in the air. Whoa! A lot of prop wash right there.
The heck, you flew like right past me.
I got caught in Zig's prop wash and it just yanked me to the left.
Oh, the stupid pause.
I turned that off.
Already. Turn that off real quick.
Yeah. I was like, what happened? Oh.
Alright, I
Well,
still
that-
gotta pull this up just until I get used to...
I don't want to jinx anything, but that was about the most uneventful takeoff ever in this plane for me.
No kidding.
Zulu India Golf, you are leaving my airspace, frequency change approved. Report departure, Cessna Zulu India Golf, this type, Cessna Skyline, 4 miles northeast. Report, request flight.
Pull that back a little bit.
Zulu India Golf, report departure, squad 5664.
Okay, do you realize that they are already on IFR directing me into landing?
Squad 5664.
Visual approach on runway 6.
Cessna Zulu India Golf, radar contact 5 miles northeast. Report 1,900, altimeter 3021. Copy, Cessna Zulu India Golf.
Alright, let's turn that down a bit.
It is
Oh, I don't know what
still nighttime.
that. So, yes, it is.
404 local, I guess, is what it is.
Yeah.
Ish.
Yep.
That's why it's so bright in here. I had the dome light on still.
What I wanted to do is actually, what's the temperature?
60 degrees.
What, yeah. So maybe just a hair on the temp.
Oh crap.
Got a fuel?
Nope. Autopilot decided to go crazy and try to stall me out.
Yeah, that can happen still sometimes. And I don't know what it is about autopilot sometimes.
They're trying to stall me out.
Let's see.
I don't think I really need pedo.
Every time I turn on the autopilot, it immediately wants me to climb at 2,000 feet per minute.
Do you have your altitude already armed?
Yep.
Could be why. Quickly get it armed and try and go to your VS and make sure it's only, you know, like 400 or 500 feet.
I set it for 2,
Too.
and then I'll work on it from there.
If you have your plane in a holy crap, in a stable climb, if you hold down the AP button for like 2 seconds, it will automatically lock in that vertical speed.
Well, that's good to know.
I'm sure everybody in the back of the plane needs to change their underwear now. You know, this scenery would look great if we could see it.
This is the first time I ever had the plane in a stable climb, like right after takeoff at like 500 feet or whatever climb.
Uh-huh.
Usually it's like 10, 15, 5. It's just all over the place.
So that's what it looks like. Outside view flying along right now over the leaving Grand Bahamas, headed to, what did I say?
I don't remember.
Some other
Marble
place in the
Island.
Bahamas.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Oh wait, that's
That's
Jamaica.
Jamaica. Wow.
We might get there though.
I think that's part 2 of the flight of this VA tour, isn't it?
Alright, so
I don't remember.
We've still spaced out nicely. We got Zig ahead and Draco behind, and at the moment no one's crashed.
Now you just went and ruined everything.
Way behind.
Yep, way to ruin it for everybody there, Moondog.
I've done wonders with that the last couple of days. I mean, just give me a chance. I'll make it really good here before too long.
Power 1.5 to 23.
That's one thing about this plane, though. When it goes into a stall, there's no, oh crap, I'm about to stall. It's everything's fine. Oh, now you're falling out of the sky.
Look at that. Oh no, that's lapse time, 5 minutes. Okay.
Well, at least the 182 has more power than 72.
It just means you hit the ground faster.
True.
Yeah, the other night us three, we did a flight from Boston Logan all the way up to a small airport in northern Vermont, almost to the Canadian border.
Yeah. Well, who picked that one? That'll be a nice little flight. That shouldn't take us too long. It was a nice little flight.
It was a nice, yeah, it was a nice flight, and it
I
was
just-
daytime.
It's just that it didn't seem like it didn't even seem like it took as long as it did.
No, it was fairly decent time, length of time, and then we did almost need passports to go into Canada, though.
Well,
Little
maybe
nighttime
on the
flying
next
doesn't-
flight we'll be able to have dawn,
It'd be nice.
be able to see something.
Not very bloody likely, but nice.
Let's see. Can I get a description? Next flight? Or we're in this one? Probably not.
Contact Miami Center on 134.0.
So, do we have any charts? That's a good question.
I'm looking. No chart available. So there's the question. There's the answer to the question nobody asked. What's your speed, Zig? Because you're steadily pulling away.
I'm rocking it. 128.
I'm 122. You must have it all set just right.
I need to back off. I still got everything pegged. I'm at 140.
Altimeter 3021. What am I set at here?
Oh, you're a good 500 feet above us.
Yeah, I forgot to set my altimeter.
Oh, that explains it.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
We'll fix that though.
Altimeter, what's that?
Who needs that?
There you go. Got it set. Miami 134.
So yeah, you know how in the flight log, at one point the autopilot had me climbing at 1,475 feet per minute at 29 knots.
That's not much climbing.
No, at that point I was falling.
Altimeter is still 30.21 inches.
Maybe leaned out a little bit too much. What do you have your mixture set at?
Me?
Mine?
Yeah, well both.
40.
I'm at
Mine's
50.
52.
Alright, I pushed mine up to 63.
I have that
Excuse-
there, so it's at 10 gallons an hour on the fuel flow.
Yeah, I'm using
Back up.
13 right now.
And I backed off the speed. The manifold pressure, it's right at 20. So now my speed's evened out at about 115, 116.
according to this, we should have it between 9 and 14, and I'm running 12, so.
Yeah.
Wait, mine says between 15 and 23 for cruise.
On F2 at the top for power settings, under cruise.
Yeah, but if you look at the notes down below that, are they different then? Oh, 9 to 14 gallons. Is that what you're talking about?
Right. That's what he was talking about.
I was talking about manifold pressure.
Right.
Is 15 to 23. I thought that's what you were talking about.
But it's good to be between 4 and 5 miles apart from each other. So when we're landing, we're not landing on top of each other.
We're taking off through each other. I was banking left out of trying to keep control of it, and I saw you come right across me from the right, banking right. So it was like, okay, at least we're headed in opposite directions here.
Well, I had taken off with you and Zig, and I got caught up in both your guys' prop wash. Anyway, I got out of yours, and then I got hit by Zig's again, and when I did, it just yanked me to the left really hard, right towards you. I knew at that point something wrong had happened.
And there's no approaches or anything in the GPS for this airport.
Let's just hope there's lights, because we don't have anybody on the ground to light up the runway for us this time.
Yeah, like that helped.
Next flight is 5 a.m. So we're still not quite daylight.
The sun's starting to come up. It's going to be brighter.
It'll be brighter.
Might not be as dark.
That's what brighter means. Not as dark.
You know what? We can't throw him out of the plane. He's in his own plane.
You can move him to another room.
And I can move myself right back.
Now that we have mod power.
Sweet. Landed first airport.
That should send a chill down Andrew's spine. Me and Moondog now have mod powers in Discord. We spent what, 5 minutes moving each other from room to room, just screwing with each other?
Yeah, sure did. If we did the third flight tonight, that's a 6 a.m. takeoff.
I'd love to do some more float plane stuff at one point.
There are some
If there's any VA flights for it, that's even better.
I don't know about that, but there are 3 airports you can download from Orbix for free.
Yeah, that are float plane, that have water airports.
Yeah. Where'd my plane go? Where'd he go? Where'd you go?
You're deep in a cloud.
Yeah, I know, but I was screwing around with the camera view, trying to set up, there it is, trying to set up a look back view. I hadn't done that yet.
Oh, there's Moondog, 3 miles away.
Can't even set up an approach to follow in, can you?
Nope.
No, that's what I said.
I can't tell, is that land or water below us? It's gotta be water.
Water. I'm descending already. They have me descending.
Aren't you special?
Yes, I am. Because
Oh,
that's Captain Moondog.
Is that the same type of title like Captain Crunch or Captain Kangaroo?
Probably.
are we that close?
Yes and no.
14 miles out, 6 minutes.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Okay, boss.
Yes, it's time to land. I'll be right back. 035.
It's time to land. Grabs parachute, jumps out jumps out the door. Be right back.
I don't want to deal with this anymore. You guys do it.
So long, and thanks for all the fish.
3, 2.
Okay, that is a literary reference. Anyone catch that one? No.
No, I haven't caught a fish in a long time.
So long, and thanks for all the fish.
No.
Oh, okay. No one here has ever read Douglas Adams' Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
No.
Okay.
But I have read Dan Brown's book, Angels and Demons and the Da Vinci Code, like 6 times each.
I think my wife's read both of those a couple of times.
And I've seen the movies. The books are much better.
Books are almost always
what-
better.
Yeah.
That's because I see everything in my head while I'm reading. I
Yeah.
make much better movies in my head than Hollywood does.
Oh crap, we're right on top of it already.
Told you. Can you see an airport? Or a runway, landing strip?
No, I'm not that close yet, I don't think.
I mean, I can see the island.
I'm starting to see the island, yeah.
Okay. Airport is 11 miles at your 1 o'clock. Turn heading 60 and report runway in sight. Okay, doke.
I got 50 miles to the airport that you guys just took off.
No, I got 8 miles. 3 minutes.
Well, they had me turn out away from it. Yeah, I see you off at my 2 o'clock.
What
Gotta
runway
be-
did they give you, Moondog, or have they?
Zigs.
Sounds good.
Autopilot off.
I see dots of light, but I don't see airport. Let's turn that off. Do we see anything a little bit better yet?
Those dots of light, I believe, are like little
Their houses.
towns or houses.
Yeah.
I just flew over the runway.
Did you?
Yeah, I guess. A runway.
I can only imagine there's one on this island.
That's 09. And 27. That's the bigger one. If that is... I just lost my sound. There it is. Never mind.
Oh yeah, it's only like 2,500 feet though.
Oh, 09. I changed it.
Well, if you land
2,500.
these planes right, you don't need much.
Or runway in sight. I don't see airport of any kind yet.
I don't think there's lights. At least I couldn't see them from the direction that I came in.
I'm coming, guys. I'm like 25 minutes out. Airport you took off.
So I'm in a circling pattern here around while I drop a bunch of altitude.
Is it on... From my direction, is it on the left or the right side of the island?
I flew, it took me right over the top of it, and it was slightly to your right and below me when I saw it.
I see rain.
I think I see it.
Okay, I hope that's not the runway that I see that's underwater. If so, I'm screwed. This ain't no float plane. Oh, sweet Jesus. This ain't right. I think my scenery's messed up. 'Cause I see the runway, but everything else is underwater. The terminal, the windsock.
That's not good.
Did a tsunami hit?
Wasn't there an earthquake in this area earlier last week? But they said there was actually no tsunami. Thankfully for all those in the area.
Plot twist, it's an actual aircraft carrier.
That's what it looks like. It looks like a damn aircraft carrier to me.
I'd like to see, but all I see is just panel. Everything else is black.
On my stream.
Yeah.
Just wait.
I just see you kind of like making S turns.
I'll be right back.
See if I can illuminate it. Show you again.
I see it late in the distance.
That is not a runway. That is a tower.
Oh yeah, don't hit that.
No, don't want to hit that.
That's a tree.
Did somebody land?
No,
You're
what
not-
I was aiming for was a tower, not...
I was doing a really low flyby.
I was gonna say I saw somebody down there.
It was
Yeah,
me.
that's Draco. I only saw the tower. I can't see anything else on your stream.
This ought to be interesting. I mean, I have to land because I have to land on this to continue the VA flight. But you guys are gonna have fun because I got nowhere to taxi. Oh, who just subscribed? Hi Trey, welcome to the stream. How you doing?
Hello, Trey.
Hello,
Oh,
Trey.
and thank you for the subscription, Trey. This ought to be it. This ought to be interesting. Trying to land at a non-existent airport in the dark.
Yell out the window. Where's the airport?
I just got a V2 call. Thanks, Macars. I'm 7,500 right now.
Oh, I think I found it. Gee, the battery.
Yes, we are in Discord. I don't think that's the runway over there, Moondog.
Yeah, I know. That looked more like a street there. But at the moment, that's the most logical landing spot I've got so far.
To me, you're over water.
Well, I'm on the edge of land and water now.
God, we look like a bunch of damn vultures circling this place.
No, we're giving. We're gonna fly until daybreak.
I don't think any of us brought enough fuel for that.
I've still got half a tank.
I got half in each tank. Oh, somebody's got to be brave and put it down. Might as well be me. Just so you guys know, I don't have anywhere to taxi.
500. 400. 300. 200.
But no, you just flew over it.
Yeah, I think I'm lined up on
100.
the runway here.
50. 40. 30.
I see no runway over there for you guys.
20.
Oh,
10.
shit.
Alright, be at your starting airport that you guys started at. And I'll see if I can have...
I think I
there.
crashed it. But I'm down.
Ooh, this is the runway right there.
Sig, if your landing rate is below 800, then you should be fine.
Yeah, I don't know.
Kicked up
Oh.
a little bit of water there.
Yeah, it definitely did.
It did give... Oh. Better go hurry up and stop my flight because it gave it to me.
What a way to... I need to hurry up and file this before they take it away from me.
I'll just stop right here. Parking brake on.
That was pretty rough, though. Although it only gave me a 316.
It's not that bad.
Do I think that you can talk with me and my bros in Discord? Well, the thing with that is that until we get to know you, you can join the Discord, but who the hell's floating over top of me? Anyway, you can join the Discord. It's just that you won't have talking privileges while we're streaming.
Yeah, you'll have open privileges in Zig's channel in the general, but we jump down into streaming just to make it easier for those that are flying. Once you've flown with us a few times, depending on how many people are in during the flight, we limit it to that also. And the hierarchy on that is those that are with the Monkey Show get priority, and then we open it up to the rest of the guys that are flying with us.
And just real quick, because we got to change time anyway, just so that way everybody can see the nightmare I was dealing with. I'm going to turn it to daylight for you guys.
I know there's something over here that's supposed to be a runway.
See, there was absolutely no room for error. And I know this isn't right. It's got to be an Orbix issue or something.
Yeah, you definitely got a
Waiting.
scenery issue going on.
Waiting. What in the what?
I'm saying. So yeah, there's definitely a
runway.
Set it. Set it. Set it. Stay down. Stay down.
And the thing is that if I go to Moondog, well, he's stuck in a tree.
No, I crashed. I've completely flubbed it up.
Well, that's the weird thing. For me, there's no airport. There's no runway over here at all.
I'm on 9.
Yeah, I came in on 9.
And here's the thing. I had it at a 58. I'm trying to push the nose down to keep it down, and I just drove the nose on a hop right into the ground and wrecked it. I barrel rolled it.
What did it give you on the ACARs?
You know, I didn't even look. I forgot to look. So yeah, looks like
me landed at 58 and such.
Well, guys, it looks like I'm gonna need some scenery help issue with to get this issue resolved.
Draco, you have the taxiway. It's just curved.
It curves into the ocean.
Exactly.
There's literally no place for me to turn around here.
No, you go to the curve, park it there, and then just go swimming.
And then there's a windsock down there for some reason, and then there's another windsock in the middle of the water down there.
It's not a windsock, that's a water sock. That windsock down there by the curve is for the currents.
Alright, well, I'll be right back. I'm guessing since you guys crashed, you guys have to do this one over again, don't you?
I don't think so.
I do, because I did crash it, and it's got me actually flying somewhere back up over, so I'm going to have to do this one again.
Alright, well, I will be right back.
Yeah.
You are?
I'm going to have to get acceptance for it. But I'm not saying I'm going to have to do it now.
Well, that was my question: is what do we want to do then?
Well, we can do like did last week. We continue on, and those that are going to go back and fly it again.
Oh, if you got to go refly it, I got you.
I mean, I can still put in and do the flight from where we're at and going to.
I mean, I'm 10 minutes out right now for your guys' starting airport, so if you do start over, by the time you take off, I could just do a touch and go.
Well, you need to stop and...
Okay, so a touch, full stop, and then go.
Okay, well, I wasn't sure exactly what you were getting at there, but yeah.
Do I fly with Andrew or not?
It's not that bad.
um,
Make it sound like it's an awful thing.
oh, it could be.
I could just leave.
I'm just. If you can't take the harassment today, that's fine. Yes, and that flag.
All right, loading in here. Gonna try to anyhow.
Okay, I am back. Sorry about that. Do I know 104th Night? I'm sorry, I do not know that person or thing. I'm not sure how to refer to that.
Both.
So I'm going to exit out of Mac Cars. And then everybody's going to see my lovely jumbled desktop real quick while I bring it back up.
Well, the parking spots are right up next to the water. That's for sure, if you didn't know.
Then mine are under the water.
Oh, okay.
Or above it.
No, there's nothing above the water over here.
Well, what happens if Jesus is in?
Alright.
So, if Jesus is flying up, does that mean it's a float plane?
Keep trying. Sooner or later, you'll be funny.
Oh,
I'm
know
just
what?
bored.
I
I'm just waiting
crashed.
for this, like,
Yeah, you crashed, so
50-mile
it didn't
approach.
count.
No, I have to repair the plane. Prop destroyed. Engine.
I think
Our battery appears to be shot. Both brakes are shot. Both left and right landing gear need a major rebuilds. Both main tires are shot. Replace nose wheel. Supercharger assembly is not fit for flight. Let's see if we click complete overhaul and then come over here and do reset.
Here, I'll just ask you this. What isn't broken?
Co-pilot seat. Passenger seats.
Yeah, now that you mentioned that, I better look at mine as well. What is that, shift 8?
Shift 7.
Oh,
Oh, mine's in excellent shape.
yeah, mine is not. Just do complete overhaul and be done with it.
Build that back up. Set. And then set the time.
Why is it not doing the complete overhaul? So I gotta do that thing where I reset the plane?
I had to. Because it doesn't finalize at all.
And we are taking off at 10 o'clock Zulu. So I'm going to set mine to 9:55. Then I will put in my flight plan and then just wait on Zig and Moondog.
Well, I think Moondog might be flying with me.
Yeah, I had to refly the whole thing again.
How fast is your 182 fly?
About one, I can have it up to about 130 if I have it set that way.
I just got to figure out how the hell I'm going to...
So I actually have some buildings in the water too, Draco, but the runway is not.
Well, my runway's not in the water, but I have buildings in the water. Like,
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I don't know how I get over there.
flight planner.
27's not quite in there, huh? Interesting.
We are taking off from MYAW. I'm gonna start on runway 9. Going to MYAM. 3,500 feet. Okay. Save.
Should be good mechanically
Yes.
because
Alright.
It's you on the ground, dog.
sorry.
I said I think that's you on the ground. I see, because I'm on final right now.
Well, I would be on the ground.
Tell you what, Zig, I'll get my plane started up and I'll move up a little bit, and then I'll let you spawn in behind me on runway 9.
Well, I'm over here in parking.
You are. I don't even see you.
As I am.
Start flight.
Just trying to get my proper windows open here. Kind of reset up here after that disaster. Complete disaster. I don't know if I'll get credit for that one or not. We'll see. If not, I'll just have to go back and refly it at some. Alright, I'm going to start my flight. Okay, I did that. Go here.
Oh, come on now. There we go. Got my plane started up.
Oh, I need to go into Fly Live here and
You know what? I do too.
update the
Fly live. Where are you? There you are.
Coin.
okay, we're going
You up there.
W.
2.
MYAM. Right?
Yeah. Okay. And that should change just a second on the screen.
Why is my thing sputtering?
Well, you did just crash it.
I've reset everything. Everything is perfectly fine, and it's sputtering.
Mixture or prop?
No, it still says I fixed everything, but it's still saying I have an issue with something.
Okay, so this is all kinds of weird. For me, there's no airport where you're sitting at, but I see like a weird road like taxiway. But when I spawned in at 9, it's put on runway 9. It put me on the runway I landed on, so I know I didn't land at the wrong airport.
Well, but your stuff is all different when it comes to the like the areas around the airport. Your runway isn't where my runway is. That makes sense. It wasn't at the last one, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, the taxiway wasn't.
The runway was?
Yeah, because I took off right behind you and Moondog.
Oh, okay.
Just my taxiway was different. So
see.
are we waiting on Moondog, or are we just gonna take off and go?
I'm in the air. I was flying with Andrew. I was doing the whole other I was doing that whole flight again. I thought that's what I was doing. Fly with him, that way he can maybe catch up. Now I've got this thing.
What?
Just having a wonderful night.
What runway are you on, Drago? 9?
9.
Did you pay any attention to which way we were going?
I didn't, but I can look.
Mike Yankee Alpha Whiskey, traffic, Cessna, Zulu.
Looks like we're gonna be heading out kind of east southeast.
Okay. And I'm not
Oh,
getting.
how were you gonna go, Moondog? Like
I'm
5.
trying to start the plane now.
No, I was just asking how flight level.
Oh, 3,500 feet.
I see the, like I can taxi right over.
Hi, Michael Pruitt. How you doing? Welcome to the stream.
Hey, Abuses Games. Welcome to the stream. Yes, this is a nice plane. I see runway 27. So 9's the other end of 27, isn't it? Or no?
Yeah.
Alright, well I think I can find my way over there, so I'll just have to taxi down the runway though. If I can manage to stay out of the water.
It was a fun landing. I'll give it that.
I don't know if I would go far as fun. Challenging.
Oh, I saw somebody pop up there for a second. Alright, so we are sitting here on a runway out in the middle of the Bahamas waiting on Zig and Moondog to catch up with us.
No.
No,
And Andrew. We're not?
I'm right here.
Yeah, you guys can take off.
I'm just at the other end of the runway. I'm taxiing down towards you now, I think. I'm rolling down.
Obusus Games. Welcome to the stream. How you doing?
I think it's Abuses.
Is it Obuses?
I don't know, but
And I think it is. I think I've seen him in mine
Okay.
before.
yeah,
or
he's been
something, yeah.
he's been in all of ours before.
Sorry about that. I destroy names.
Yeah, he destroys Moondog at times
That's
too.
like,
Yeah.
ask Doondog over there.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Dog?
Where are you at?
Way over here.
On 9?
Yeah, I'm seeing you going through. For me, you're going through the forest or through the jungle right now.
Jungle.
Yeah.
Good grief. Oh. I just fell off into the water.
Top flight. Well, thank you. I wouldn't say that was one of my finest flights, but
Yep, I'm gonna have to restart that one. This is crazy with the jacked up scenery. Like I rolled off the runway and landed
you
in
got
the
where
water.
where you got where like the runway and everything is kind of like a plateau, and then you have just cliffs,
Yeah.
sheer cliffs on each side.
No, but I got water everywhere around the runway.
Captain Third Draco. I'm not a captain yet in the VA. I haven't even made first officer yet. These guys have been flying a lot more than I have.
Alright. Pause it here.
Did you want me to move up a little bit so you can just spawn in at 9? Instead of
Well,
risking.
I guess it won't matter either way because I gotta get the A cars back up here. I didn't spawn in at 9, but I can. But we don't have collisions on, so it's not gonna matter.
And just, you know,
But you could
reasons.
find it here.
Okay, I should be moved up enough now.
Right. Let you go first, Moondog, because I can use in like 40 in this thing.
Yeah, well. Letting me go first might not be the smart idea either. Probably crash it here, right here.
While I'm here, I'll go ahead and set my altimeter. 3022, 022. Yep.
Give me 1 second here because I forgot to do that.
That's what I'm doing too. I'm kind of doing a quick run up.
Alright. Tower. Clearance.
Alright, so we'll take this minute to remind everybody that if you like what you see, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Also, there's links in everybody's YouTube channel for the Ronald McDonald House charity that that the Monkey Show is running. All the money goes directly to them. We don't even touch it. So if you got a couple extra bucks and you want to toss it in, donate it to a good charity, then that's a great place to start.
Yeah, what it is the Monkey Show Global Extravaganza that the main Monkey Show is doing, but we are keeping the links open, reminding everyone that we are supporting that charity during all of our flights, and it's a very good organization that we want to help support.
All right, now I'm on 9, Draco, but I don't
Okay,
see
so,
you.
yeah, your 9 is completely different than my 9. Then,
Okay.
because for me, you're like to my left and on the other side of, or inside the forest. I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, you're on
That's
the other
weird.
side of the jungle.
That's weird. Okay, let me see if my flight plan's in here.
And what a shocker, it's raining.
Yeah, right. Okay, flight plan's in there. Start the A cars. After I turn on the parking brake. Ah.
Alright.
Crap is that?
What happened?
I hit the help screen somehow.
Oh.
I'm lined up on the one. Words.
Fine. I'm out of the way. I'm crashing.
No, you don't need to worry, dog. Just
No, I mean, I'm crashing. Top. Hope I have a top flight. Back off on that.
Left magneto's fouled. Right's fouled.
Come on, it's not gonna let me fix the plane.
Lean the mixture, Draco.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Let's see.
Too much. It's one die out. Alright, it's getting a little better now. Ooh, right's still pretty bad.
Oh, did it move me back over there?
There we go.
Just getting.
I do like the fact that we're close enough that as soon as you take off, they start lining you up for approach.
Oh, wrong way.
Let's see here. Flight night. Sorry, I know that you were in the chat there. I appreciate all the comments. Captain, good flight, Captain Mr. Moondog. Flight, show aviation. We are actually up in the air now. I guess I can turn off lights. We've got strobes on. We don't.
Alright, Draco, I finally started up here.
Alright, let me know when you're ready.
See if we can do this again. Give me a minute here to get things set up a little bit.
That was fine because I had to clear my plugs out. Actually, you know what? I'm probably going to want 20 degrees because this runway's kind of short. And if my plugs are still a little fouled, I'm not going to have full power.
You can hold your brakes and just go full power. Short field takeoff.
Yeah. I might do that too.
Alright, while it's warming up here for a minute, I'm gonna pee real quick. So I'm not so antsy.
No, you've got everything. Aero lights. I don't need fuel pumps on now.
Cody Harris, welcome to the stream. How you doing?
On.
We're just sitting here waiting on Zig to get back, and then we'll be taking off here. We're hoping by the time the next stream on Saturday, we're actually flying in at daytime, so that way you guys can see the scenery.
A little more. The surrounding areas.
Because from what I've been told, all everybody sees right now is just black. It is just black, and then my instrument panel. So I hope that's not the case for everyone.
Expedite my climb to.
Oh, I'm doing great, Cody.
Okay. What do you mean expedite? I'm at 30. I'm at 35.8 now.
I'm seeing 2 right now.
No, why does it say that I'm at 2.5?
Alright, Draco, what do you think? Give it a go?
Let me set for takeoff here. Trim's off. Forgot to do that.
Oh, yeah. Better take a look at that.
Is this X-Plane? No, this is actually a FSX Steam Edition. With a lot of add-ons.
Now I've got it set right. Now I'm climbing. We don't need all this slate now.
Okay,
Great.
Zig, I'm ready to go when you are.
Whenever. We're not in the same place, so.
Alright, I'm rolling.
15 minutes out. Hey, Doug, I'll try to get there and light up the runway for you about a little bit.
Well, they had me come in the right direction, but I just didn't see it. Now that I've been over top of it once or twice,
Which
I know
way are
what
we?
I'm doing.
Which way are we going, Draco? Do you know?
I'm taking off to the east and then gonna bank a little bit because it's
Okay.
east-southeast.
Yeah, you guys are going to the next one.
Yeah.
I might join. I need to actually go to Mac Cars and then there real
Mike
quick.
Yankee Alpha Whiskey, traffic, Cessna, Zulu, India Golf, taking off,
Yeah.
runway 9er, east departure.
There she goes. Taking off in a crosswind, which is never smart.
It's always smart.
But that's the only runway I have.
See. One. One.
All right, just about at my altitude for height.
You know what? My headphones are on. Wow. Plane is loud right now. Climb. We want throttle to be at 23, so we'll pull that back. Okay, prop at 24. Prop looks good.
And we're off. See the wizard.
I just got a V2 call.
Let's hope this airport's not as messed up as the last one was.
Oh, the one you're taking off. No, you should be good.
No, he's talking about flying into
Yeah, I know the next airport.
Marsh. Yeah, Marsh.
Yeah, it's a 6,000.
SDTV,
runway.
hi from Germany. Well, hi back at you. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yellow.
Good morning. Guten Tag.
Yeah, guten Tag.
Guten Tag. Because it is actually early morning there.
Yes, it is.
I'll just go ahead and say Prost. It's not morning here. It's 5 o'clock
No.
somewhere.
How are things in Germany this morning?
Let's see. They are the same altitude as you and I in the world, so I'm going to guess cold, wet, snowy.
Yeah, it's like 5 o'clock in Germany now. 5:30.
AM.
Yeah.
AM.
Yep.
Yeah.
So since it's 5 o'clock a.m. tomorrow, how's the future?
How's the weather in the future?
I just told you.
2,500.
It's cold, wet, and snowy.
Maybe where you are.
No, I'm pretty much guessing that's
Oh.
exactly what it is where he's at.
He says Brost back. And he put up a little beer mug.
Yeah. Cheers.
And Prost.
Das beer is good.
Sehr gut. Or sehr gut.
Find Zig. Oh, there he is. He's over another little island.
Acknowledge.
Yeah, they just took my monetization away.
Do I know of any great add-ons for FSX? I know of a lot of great add-ons. The number one thing I would recommend getting is Active Sky, along with Rex 4, because the in-game weather engine for FSX leaves everything to be desired.
Hey, Michael, welcome to the stream.
And Rex 4 changes the way the clouds look, changes the way the sun looks, the water, everything. And then I would recommend at least the first level of Orbix Global. And if you're talking about planes, I mean, we can all give you some recommendations, but it depends on what you like to fly.
Moondog, I'm about to pass you overhead like 3 o'clock.
Yeah. Are you not in join?
I'm in join. I'm at 4-5 though.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I'm not catching you up on Active Sky though.
I'm getting knocked around by some
literally,
turbulence.
I forgot to get fuel.
0.4 miles away from.
You should be okay. How much fuel do you have left?
I mean, I see Zig and Draco taking off. I don't see you on it.
I'm going like 140 right now. Like
11 gallons.
In each tank?
Yeah.
Well, that's technically 22 gallons, so you should be okay. I think this should only use like maybe 8 gallons. If you have it leaned out right.
Yeah, lean it out because this is the second flight is the longer of the two.
And how would you put that in the game? Well, luckily, all of that has its own installers. So basically, you just purchase it from, was it Flight 1's where we got Active Sky, isn't it? If I remember right?
No, Just Flight.
Just Flight, I'm sorry. We got Active Sky from Just Flight. Rex 4 you can get from Steam, or you can get it from from Rex's own website. And Orbix you can purchase from the Orbix website, and they all have their own installers. They all auto install.
You just need to know where your flight sim is actually at so that it can find it.
Right. Well,
Other than that, a Draco can install it.
Yep, and if a Draco can install it, anybody can install it. I'm actually going to drop down to 2,500 feet because I can't see anything but clouds.
Yeah, now I'm at like 1-2 o'clock Moondog now.
Yeah, I see you. But
And like-
Earth just don't have you
Yeah.
up there.
Getting pretty beat around.
Probably because I'm like super
Yeah.
close to you.
And like I said, as far as planes go, I mean, it
Oh,
just kind of
yeah.
depends on what you like to fly. If you like to fly the prop general aviation stuff, A2A's got a lot of great stuff. Caronado has some really good stuff
There's even a couple good ones that we can recommend.
that are completely free.
Yeah, Manfred Jan's C-47.
What about that?
The 162
Oh,
that
the
is discontinued.
The plane I'm in, does the Garmin actually work? Yes, it does. This is the A2A A2A Cessna 182, and everything in here works.
It's a study level Cessna.
Yeah, you might as well say it's a study level Cessna.
The only thing you can't do is take the fuses out and check to make sure they actually are
Right.
working. But you do have to
Oh,
check
you
the
need free
oil, check
things.
the
So
fuel,
free,
all that stuff.
so free things. Manfred Jan C-47's a great plane to get. You can get that for free from, is it Raikou?
I think it's on Raikou, yeah.
Yeah, probably.
You can find quite a few good planes, decent planes on Raikou. You just have to, pick and choose and read reviews and try them out for yourself.
Raikou, I know their Air France fleet is actually pretty decent and comes with a lot of planes, all from like Embraer, Boeing, and Airbus.
And then, as far as free scenery goes, I wouldn't know where to get free scenery add-ons. I mean, I do know I do have a couple of free scenery add-ons, but I don't have that website available. Otherwise, I would post it for you. It's you know what, let me pull up Discord real quick over here, see if I can't find it.
Oh crap! I need to start descending. I just noticed that the airport's like 10 out. Me.
Yeah, and 15 out, but I'm turning left to line up on it again. I think.
Is it directly east and west?
No, it states that it's a 6 running 6 and 24, but it's not. It's like 9 and 27.
Here it is.
Yeah, I'm seeing 9 and 27. 4 full.
How much was the scenery that we're talking about? So
Wait for it to go on sale.
wait for it to go on sale, because that's what I did. Because it's in Australian dollars, but I think I paid 44 for the base package, and what I pay for the North American add-on?
That I don't know.
You guys remember?
It was
I think I paid
30.
like 30 something for the North American add-on, but that takes care of, you know,
2500.
virtually the entire Western Hemisphere. The
The
North
whole
American
thing,
add-on,
it's
but
like
the global one takes care of all of it. And then this here is some free scenery.
You have to have the global to have anything else. So
Right.
if you're going to start with something, start with the Orbix
Yeah, I think
FTX global.
Right.
I checked global is like almost $100.
Australian dollars.
Australian dollars.
Yeah, Australian dollars.
US
So it's like
dollars, it's
75.
like 75.
And then if you get it on sale, you can get it for like 45.
Right. And then, but there's some really good free scenery stuff too.
I think I got a Hawaii free scenery pack
Is-
from Raikou.
Okay, because I got the Hawaii free scenery from Emerald Scenery Design.
Except mine was like massive file. It was like 500 some bytes, I think.
Well, this one here was 10 meter, I think. And then I still have to install it, but I got Northern Alaska one, I think. That is a 3 meter mesh. These clouds are really low.
Yes,
Yeah,
they are.
I'm down at 2,500 and I'm kind of just below them.
I'm at 2,500 and I'm kind of skirting through some of them.
Oh, are you? Well, I see that now coming up. Maybe they might drop a little bit lower.
I don't see you. You might be behind some clouds or something.
Yeah, I haven't seen you either. I think I'm still connected.
I'm gonna drop down to 2,000.
I see lights. Must be the tower.
Yeah, there are definitely some lights around there. There's more lights around the runways than there is at the runway.
On the one we just took off from, there's no lights on the runway.
Yeah.
Well, the guy standing out with a candle is more light than what's at the runway.
Or you could look for the burning wreckage of your old plane.
Ha 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 ha. Okay. Can I ban him? Can I ban him?
Nope, because I can unban myself.
Nope, I can't even ban you. You're lucky this time. I would time you out in my chat though on YouTube, but I know you're not there.
I have so many tabs open right now.
You might be, you just don't realize it.
I was telling Zig, was it Saturday? It feels like every time we start a stream, we have a new thing open. I think you're ahead of me, Zig, because I see like beacon lights filtering through some clouds.
Could be.
Oh, I see the runway now.
Hey, Michael.
Okay, welcome back, Cody.
If you're still there, Michael, I saw you type !" add-ons, and it didn't put that up. I don't know why it's not doing that for you, because if I do it, I just set that up tonight, so I haven't quite figured it out yet.
I wasn't sure how at the last minute on getting it right, so I just put up a timer that, Nightbot at least tells everyone.
You know what it is? It's like when I type it, it's like some of that stuff, it doesn't put it like back into, like the YouTube chat. It just puts it in the Restream chat window. Like if you were having it up on your, like on the stream or whatever, you know what I mean?
Right.
So like they type it in and they don't see it, but if I type it in, enable bot, enable message relay between all chats.
Well, that's like, with Restream, I put in the link, and I know that it showed up in YouTube, but I'm not sure if it showed up in Twitch. So, Cody, if you can tell me if you can see that link in Twitch or not, that'd be a big help. Yeah, mine showed up in Twitch. I just happened to find that tab open.
Oh, now it put it up in Twitch. Oh, and when I click that button, it's putting all the chat into Twitch. Even the YouTube chat's going into the Twitch chat. That's weird.
Alright, where are we at? 33 miles out, 16 minutes.
But it's not putting everything.
Hey, we got approaches this time.
Huh.
Hey.
My landing lights work for you? Dog?
And they're recommending we use runway 9. I don't know if your runway 9 is the same as mine, but
Well, I would see them when I get there, but don't worry
I'm
about
gonna
it.
do
at the moment.
vectors. And load.
Oh, we do have some approaches to Prick Plum?
Yeah. 9 or 27.
Sounds way too familiar.
Yeah. Damn, Zig. You were a lot closer than we thought.
Closer to what?
To me.
Oh.
You're above me at my 10, 11 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
0.4 miles. And let's see.
I'm gonna park her right here on the edge.
Luckily, we won't be flying. We won't be landing in any rain, so that's good.
Miami Center, Cessna, Zulu, India
But
Golf, this time,
anyway,
Cessna, Skyway 17,
can you join in playing? You are welcome to come fly with us. The only thing is that, and we always post. Well, I can't say always, but usually we'll post in Zig's Discord channel. You can find a link to that on his homepage, or on his YouTube page, where we're going to be flying that night for the stream, and what we're going to be flying in. And you can also stop in and talk with us, let us get to know you. But anybody who is new that starts out, that joins us, when we're streaming, they can join us in the streaming channel. They just can't talk in the streaming channel.
Your mic will be automatically muted.
Right.
But you'll be able to hear what we're talking about real time as opposed to waiting for the stream. If you're flying with us,
Makes that a whole lot
it
easier.
makes that a lot easier because there's no delay.
And the nights that we're not flying on stream, we're probably still flying. So you are more than welcome to come join us for a flight there too. Andrew does. He pops in, flies with us even when we're not streaming.
Yep.
And we've been known to kill and murder either animals or zombies.
Yeah, we do
Yep.
other games. I'll be right back.
Yep, we do other games. So if you have the hunter Call of the Wild or 7 Days to Die, we do that, and we do those too.
Is that you at the end of the runway?
Yep, that's me.
And are you lined up on the runway?
Yeah, I'm lined up with it.
Oh, then I am way off on it.
26 miles.
So I need to come right over top of you.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Yes,
I
you're-
can do that.
Yeah, you're a mile and a half out. You should be able.
No, I mean, get over top of you and not land on you.
Oh yeah, you should be fine.
So, Cody, have you been playing? Have you been doing FSX for very long, or are you kind of new to it?
Hey, that looks like a lot like the last time.
Because if you're new to it and you have any questions, we'll be more than happy to help you out. Any one of us can teach you how to put a plane on the ground.
Yeah, we can put it on the ground.
Or into a mountain, lake, trees.
Oh, so this is 6. This is a short
Oh,
one. Okay.
you're kind of new?
No, this is 9.
That's 9.
Yeah, this is 9.
Well, I will tell you, Andrew, he is actually studying to be a pilot, so he can give you a bit of real world advice. Zig's actually relatively new. He's only been flying, what, about 8 months?
There you go.
Would you say, Moondog?
No, I'm
Are you
flying this under the ground.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think
208, a 12, and a 10. I don't know what the actual run.
so. I think Zig's only been flying for about 8 months, and he's already done one flight around the world with us. Moondog's been flying a little over a year, right, Moondog?
Yeah. No, I got this for my birthday, but I've had other times with it. So I've been flying in FSX Steam for about just under a year.
And I have been flying off and on in flight sim, various versions of it, for about 20 years.
Right. High rep is ready. Before I just nonchalantly. Yep. Alright, I had a 208 landing on that, but it's a landing.
Hey, you beat me. I had a 300.
I think I had a 1 something when I landed. I have to look at
Yeah.
my pi rep again.
Well, that's the thing. The one with the worst does the exit today, so looks like I'm doing the exit again so far.
No, I had a 300 on this one.
Okay.
They took my
for
last
the three
one.
Monkeys, for the 3 monkeys that are flying, that are doing the stream, we do the intro and then we do the exit. The one with the worst is doing the exit tonight. Yours is bad, but it's not in the running for what we're doing. So shut up, Andrew, and leave us freak alone.
Well, mine's a
That's
316.
fine.
Yours is a 316? Okay, then good. You've still got yours. I just
Well,
got-
wait a minute. Which flight are we going by? Because that was the first flight, so you know, it might be the second flight.
Overall.
Wait,
overalls.
now we got to do average. Is it an average
No,
between
no.
the two?
No,
No,
just
Wait,
the
yeah.
worst.
No, I think it's-
out of all the landings.
I think it's average of the two.
Average of the 2 now. Okay.
Get out the calculator. How do we do
Or
that?
for me, average of the 4.
Oh,
Well,
average.
Moondog, he actually landed on that runway 3 times during the same flight.
Actually, I did too. When I landed, it gave me my first landing rate, the second one, the third one, and maybe even a fourth one. And then it gave me one when I took off. Just to make sure.
So I'm really quickly here trying to get this PIREP installed, so that's why we're just looking at the dash.
So yeah, Cody. So you being kind of new, it's not an issue. We actually have somebody who, another one of our friends who just started flying, what,
2 weeks ago.
like 2-3 weeks ago, and he's already teaching other people things on how to do it.
He's
So.
teaching us on what to do, and he's been flying for like 3 days. Seriously, yeah. I mean, he understands it. He grasps it. And this is also the same guy that said, "I ain't gonna like that."
It seems as though I hear that more and more, and then
Yeah, and then what happens? They're the ones doing the most. Are we flying tonight? Hey guys, are we flying tonight? Draco, Moondog, you want to fly tonight? Yeah,
lately though we've been hunting when we're not flying.
yeah. Start. Guess what? We're started. That's good. We're started. Now I just gotta start the plane back up.
Do you have collisions on, dog?
No, because I sort of flew through you.
Okay, I didn't know because I'm like taxiing around you. You're going 2-7.
I think when I'm 10 miles out, I'm going to activate my vectors approach.
Actually, it's well. Hold on. I'm just gonna go on 9 because we actually did land on 6.
What airport are we looking for?
MYAM.
MYAM. Alright,
Are we headed south then?
that's
Or-
not on the list yet for me.
You might want to think about. Well, I looked it up in Active Sky. It said runway 9.
Oh, it did.
Yeah. But you might want to think about descending because we're about 14 miles out.
I'm not very high, but yeah, I could get down to a reasonable level.
I'm down to 2,000.
We're all set. We're all set.
Yep.
Now, Zig, don't forget to refuel your plane before we take off. If we take off again.
Yeah. I probably won't do another one yet
What
tonight
the
by the time we
heck?
get in and get landed.
I scraped the
Yeah.
it pulled up too much, and I scraped the tail rudder, and it says splash as I'm running down the runway.
What'd you do? Hit veer off a little bit and get caught in some water?
No, I'm going right down the runway. I pulled up and it said splash.
Yeah, that airport's a little messed up.
You didn't have a tail strike, did you?
The tail was dragging, and that's what it said. It
Yeah.
did that. Yeah. So I got to restart this again.
I had to reset and restart that to get out of there like 4 times.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and activate my approach.
It's like
No. Zig, do you do activate vectors to final or activate approach?
Activate approach. I don't know exactly what vectors to final does.
It's just basically it lines it up with the runway. So if you want vectors to final, it'll just give you vectors straight into the runway. While approach.
What's the difference between that and activating your vector approach that you've chosen then?
Yeah, because if you choose vectors and you say activate approach, it takes you to your vectors approach.
Oh, then it's the same. If you had like some other approach, like a SID or a star coming in, like, I don't know, I'm just gonna, like if
Right.
you had a run, like approach or something going in, we'll see if you actually have some.
I think there's lights on this runway. Looks like it.
That's the VOR that I'm seeing, I think. I don't think I'm that close.
Well, I'm seeing an airport to my 10 o'clock. Probably about 5 miles.
it's all set. Go.
But that might be the VOR though. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so, Yeah, if you're just doing a vector in, then it should be the same as vectors to final. But if you're doing approach, then they're two totally
But-
different things, because sometimes approach is...
But
'cause I
if that
Gateway.
activates it already, I like to keep mine unactivated and just line myself up on the line. And then when I'm lined up on the line that it gives you, that's when I activate it so it doesn't take you on any crazy turns.
Yeah.
Well, right now it's sending me, because I activated it. I have a 23 nautical mile leg to WOMIS, so WOMIS. And I'll be there in 10 minutes.
Like I'm off, I jumped off onto heading already, and before that VOR, I've already turned up the direction to line myself up on the
Yeah,
on the
you and I are
vector
kind
line.
of heading in the relatively the same direction.
Because I don't, sometimes if you activate it right away and go to that point, by the time it hits that point, corrects for the turn, and it's taking you kind of all in a little zigzag line to get you back up on the final, and I like to be lined up on that line way out ahead of time, so it's
Right.
nothing crazy.
I think I'm about done with this plane on spots like this. This is the worst time I've had flying this plane.
I ended up just resetting.
I
the
have to
active-
rebuild the plane again too after I started the
Yeah.
man cars. It's
Yeah,
just
I
annoying.
had to do
I
that
understand the point of the plane, and I don't dislike that part. It's, of course, it never landed. You stupid man cars! It never took off.
too. I ended up just resetting to. I actually had to go to a new spot on the airport and went straight to the runway there because I kept falling off in the water. So I just went straight to active runway number 9. And then once I got there, I had to reset the plane so I could repair it. I don't understand why sometimes you can't repair the plane. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's kind of annoying. I don't know what the deal is.
I haven't had that issue, but that's just me. Alright. I'll be right back because I can't sit still any longer.
There, I'm probably gonna call it a night because I got an early class tomorrow. Normally I start at like 10 o'clock, same with like everyone else, but I got like an 8 o'clock class all the way till like 4 o'clock. Should be fun. You get to learn about instrument fundamentals and aviational physics. And the ethics. Woo-hoo.
I got back at the man cars.
One thousand.
Okay, I'm back.
That would be a bonus if there's some lights at this runway after the last one.
Yeah, tell me about it.
That would make it feel easy.
Might be.
This might be a bigger, like one of your bigger
I don't know. You still
charter airports.
still just pick your own runway.
6,000 feet.
Yeah,
No.
so
No live tower. Just announce your position.
yeah, but if you can land GPS there, then they
Well,
must at
that's-
least bring in like
Yeah.
bigger planes, like a Dash 8 or something like that.
Gonna go ahead and lock on to my approach here.
The one thing I have trouble with is getting this plane to slow down.
I don't have a
Collapse.
problem getting it to slow down. I have a problem getting it down on the ground. I feel like I have to like stand up on top and jump on it and push, and which that's why my landings are so crappy, because
Yeah.
it's hard with, I figured, and we were talking about that the other night with the flight stick, it's hard to push down on the stick and then make subtle maneuvers to the left or to the right. You know what I mean? I tend to really overdo it. And I don't know if I need to work on
I just
setting.
crashed again, and all I did was drive off the edge of the frickin' runway.
Yeah, I did that twice.
It's
I'm thinking it's that airport. There something happened with Orbix in that airport that it did not agree.
There's that water all around it like that. Did you start on the runway?
yes. I started on the active runway
Oh.
to take off. Yeah, I just drifted a foot over to the sidewall. I'm trying to make sure I have everything, which now means I have to go through the whole process of repairing the whole freaking plane again.
That's it. Yeah, I'm thinking that Orbix and that airport just do not agree. But that almost sounds like the Dutch Harbor when we flew into that one. How you and Zig had it on. It was like on a plateau almost.
Yeah.
Oh, kind of like how Sedona is.
Yeah, but it was supposed to be set down in a valley, but instead it was way up high, so it was like inverted.
Yeah. There was definitely an issue going on with that one.
Yes, I know the just do what I'm telling you to do. Flight stuff, please. I gotta go back through and refresh this. Get up there.
I definitely would not mind vacationing at these islands, though.
To hell with it right now. Just no. I don't even want to see anything with them right now. parking brake was even on it. It actually started up and driving itself down the runway. It's a good way to crash it.
Do you mess with the trim when you're on approach like that, Draco?
No.
I'm wondering if I need to try and get that.
And I probably should. It's just that I don't have the ability just to look around easily.
Well, I don't either, but I have the buttons on my flight stick. But I'm usually always too freaked out to try and mess with it. You kind of almost need to get that set up like as your sort of final descent, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ahead of time, and then maybe that would be easier to get it to push down on the ground. At least that's what I've wondered. If you had the trim dialed a little more, pushing it down.
Well, are you landing with flaps?
Yeah. Usually one, usually two, for sure.
What is your speed when you're usually coming in?
I don't know. I can't remember. I haven't been too focused on it. I try to be about 80.
I think that's too fast for this plane. 80 knots with 2 flaps. I think it gives too much lift. Because they say between 60 and 70.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I'm usually a little too chaotic. You know what I mean?
Right.
And maybe that's part of it. But that last one, I really had to. I didn't have much time to set up on it like I will on this one.
I don't see PAPI lights, but I do see lights on the runway itself.
Well, I'll take that.
I'm just going so slow, it's like I'm sneaking up on the runway.
I know, right?
Alright, we're in the air. We're headed in the right direction.
You should be right behind me, Zig.
I'll give it a prost on that one and take a drink of my coffee.
We knew you could do it, Moondog.
Well, I know I can do it. I'm just annoyed with
We knew you
having
could
to
do it.
4 times.
We knew you could do it. You knew you could do it. Even the plane knew you could do it. Just the scenery didn't know you could do it.
Yeah, I've seen you in front of me for a while now, Draco.
Give it a little bit of right rudder there.
Right rudder, left rudder.
So this evening, me and my wife, because she likes to watch shows like that. She was watching I can't remember the name of it, but it's where people go and buy houses on like different islands and stuff.
Okay.
And these people were going to buy their budget was between 1.5 and 2.5 million dollars for a house.
Yeah, that's what my budget is usually.
Yeah, I have that in my couch cushion.
Right.
Anyway, this house had everything they wanted. It was in the condition. It was in the position, the area they wanted, the whole bit. They turned it down because they didn't like the blinds in the house.
They could have hired Moondog to come and change those
I
out.
think
no
Moondog
problem.
just
Yeah, I
threw up a
know.
little bit.
Freaking a couple hours to change out blinds.
But yeah,
I mean, that's including, you know, if you've got 20, 30 some windows, you can change out blinds. You want the nice Venetian ones that hang straight up and down for like, even that's a half a day's worth of blinds. I'll make them feel better. I'll charge them $30,000 to do the blinds.
yeah, they turned down a $1.5 million house on the beach in I think it was in Maui because it didn't have the right blinds.
Well, that would be like the same thing in going, I don't like the color of the walls.
Oh, I've seen them do that too.
Okay, you know what paint is? It's painted, you can change the paint color.
And you know what's even easier? You could just hire a painter.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have to do anything yourself.
Oh no, they said that they don't want to live in a construction zone.
No,
Putting blinds in is not a
No,
construction
construction
zone.
zone, no.
Just say.
When you can afford $2.5 million, it is. I guess.
When you're painting and you're moving into there, guess what? It's going to take a couple days and everything for closing. If they have the contract, guess what? You can call the painter and they can get in there before you even finish signing the contract and change the paint color. Because you know what? The person selling the house, if they have the contract and all they got to do is let the painter get in there and paint,
Be more than
Okay.
happy.
500.
done. Call the. Do you need the phone? Here, use my phone to call the painter.
I hope there's no trees,
400.
tall trees, because I'm coming in low on this one.
You just have to go. You have to thread the needle on that one.
What,
But at least for me, I did.
what does that mean?
Means that there's like a clear spot right down the for the right to the threshold
I'm at 400
Of
feet. There shouldn't be any
where
trees
there's no
that
trees,
tall.
but there's trees on each side. 131 was that landing.
You know what? I'm far enough behind. You guys land. I'm still flying. I'll end the stream with you guys, but one of you guys can do the closing then, because you're down on the ground. I have to concentrate on flying.
Missed the taxiway there a little bit.
Technically, my average is still going to be lower than yours because I still only have the one to deduct.
Minimum 2 flights
Too far.
to qualify.
Oh well, then I'm disqualified and it doesn't count. I can't be used. I'm in the same boat as Andrew. It doesn't matter.
I'm just gonna park right over here in the grass, so I can watch Zig come in.
Turn your lights on a lot. He likes that when there's lots of light on the runway.
No problem.
$300.
Let's watch Zig land. Are you lined up on the runway, Zig?
200.
Remember, your runways aren't where my runways are.
That's why I was asking.
I'm close. Man, it just, you really got to
100.
push this thing down. It's unbelievable.
You almost have to pull the
50.
throttle back to idle.
40.
Let it float
30.
itself down onto it.
Yep.
But even then, it's still
20.
you want to push down, and I did, and look what it does.
10.
So for me, you
And
landed
that's-
on my taxiway.
Well, I'm on my runway. seemed a lot rougher than it was. It was a 168.
I got a 131. I'm over behind you.
Turn that damn light off. You can't see when you have the light on. It's kind of, I don't like that about this plane. It like washes out the everything and you can't see. Where'd you go? Behind me?
I'm behind you, sitting in the grass.
Oh, there is no. There's a taxiway down at the end here.
Well, they must have accepted my third one. Because it has it that ticked at the VA.
Yeah, I come in low. Twitch Stewie. You didn't see the airport we landed at before. There was a texture glitch and the only thing that wasn't water was the runway. And no lights, not a single one. So on this one I wanted to make sure come in nice and low, nice and slow. This
I
one
don't
was
even know how far I'm out.
this one was really easy to
29
find
nautical
and
miles
stuff
there,
though.
Andrew.
I think I'm just gonna park
Gonna
over
go.
here and file my
7.
pie rep and be happy about it.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. Gotta file my pie rep real quick.
Oh, wow. The VA says that I'm 64 nautical miles on approach. I didn't realize that yet.
Alright, what did the VA give me though? Landing rate, yep, 131.49.
Yeah, that could be a problem too. Yeah, watch out for the, if you're too low and the trees can block the runway for your visual. Oh. Got what I'm doing here. I'm talking and now I can stop the pie rep.
What did you guys land on? 9 or 27?
9.
Pie rep has been filed.
Yep, mine got accepted too. 40 minutes.
Okie doke.
How come you're not in my air traffic, Moondog?
Because I'm that far out.
Oh.
You're in mine. I'm following you right now.
Maybe because you don't see dented up airplanes.
I see mine.
Oh, I've got this thing pegged as best as I can. I could get a little bit more out of it, but I'm doing about 132 indicated. 131 is what it says when you hover over it.
Does it say Moondog on his?
Yeah.
It does. Wonder why I can't see.
Air traffic. I've got Andrew that I can see, but I don't see. Yeah, I've got an A321, a CRJ 700, a 737, and a Learjet. Which also lets me do a reminder. Is it The next flight is another GA flight, and then the one after that is the 737.
I was
Uh,
wondering when that was coming up.
Let me take a look. I'll verify. Let's see here.
Which, if it is, I'm going to use the one from that free pack that you found there, Zig.
All right, so so me and Zig and you guys are heading for Marsh Harbor right now, and then Great Harbor, and then Marsh Harbor to Great Harbor still GA light. Great Harbor to Linden International is still a GA light, and then it's Linden
Okay.
to, I'm not even trying to pronounce that one. But really, a 737 to fly 347 nautical miles? The engines aren't even going to get hot before we land.
Well, it might be for passenger capacity. That might be a highly traveled. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And they didn't want, they had everything as short flights for this. Nothing's over an hour. That, even with that 737, it's only about an hour's flight.
Oh.
If you flew it in this, it would be more like a 3-hour flight, which the plane could do, but I think they wanted, whoever developed the tour wanted something small. You know?
Right. I get you.
Oh, good. At least someone gets me tonight, because at the moment, even I don't get me tonight.
And for anyone who wonders what we're talking about, we are flying a tour that's set up on the Virtual Airline that we fly for. If you're interested in a Virtual Airline, there is a link to Mac Air in my video description.
And we would be remiss to not mention that our friend BP flies for British Air Virtual Airline,
Yep.
and they're looking for pilots there too. So there are many, many options out there. But I do like our group there at Mac Air.
Yes. It has quite a bit of variety that you can do.
Yeah.
Now, did you see the 737 USA States tour?
Nope.
It's
No,
it's all flights in the 737. You start off in Juneau, Alaska, and you literally bounce around the entire United States, covering 16,000 miles until you land in Honolulu.
Are you signing us
Oh,
up?
crap.
I figured one tour at a time,
What tour is that?
because that's a 3-part tour.
It's a 3-hour tour?
No, 3-part.
Oh.
A 3-hour. What is this? Gilligan's
Good.
Island?
At times?
Yeah.
it definitely feels so.
There's 49 legs to it.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's
Between all 3 parts?
Yeah.
Okay. That's it. That's okay.
But
I
hey,
mean, we've already done around the world.
yeah. That was almost that many legs.
that's
Yes,
just
it
around.
was.
That's just around the states, though, isn't it? Isn't that what you said?
Yeah, you
Yes.
start in Juneau, bounce around, end up in Honolulu.
Yes, definitely not a tube liner. It's that niche flight. Okay, I'm not.
Hmm?
I'm trying to figure out what his name is from Twitch here. That's in the channel, and he politely says, "Hooray! You're not flying a tube liner. Definitely not flying a tube liner." That's
We very rarely
Rarely
fly
fly.
those.
yeah.
We fly them only when the mood strikes us or when it's a necessity. Just because me and Zig usually crash them.
Yeah. I mentioned you want to fly the 757? No.
Nope.
You want to fly?
Oh,
You want to fly the 737? No.
I
gonna
do
fly
want
the
to.
DC-10? No.
Now I do want to fly the 737 more. I've
Do you
flown that a
want
few.
to fly the Phenom?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, please. All the time.
The Phenom is the jet that we want to fly.
I do want to fly the 737 some more. I've flown that a handful of times and didn't mind it, but I don't trust it enough to do it on some of the longer stuff where I'm halfway paying attention.
The
I'll
thing
be
is,
right
though, is
back.
that 757 was a nice flight that you and I, when we flew into Honolulu from LAX.
You
Remember
talking
that?
to me? Yeah.
That was a nice, uneventful flight over, granted, there was nothing but ocean beneath us, but
But the problem with that 757 is that it's glitchy. That's the problem.
not as bad as the DC-10.
No, but still glitchy. That's my problem with both of those. Is that
Well, if you don't want glitchy, you got to pay like $70.
no,
Okay.
the 737 that we found isn't
Would one
really
of you
glitchy.
mind jumping over there and telling me, is that, how do you say that in
I don't know.
Twitch?
I gotta pee.
Hold on.
Well, I'm thinking Andrew or Draco,
I'm going.
anyways, who can speak or maybe get German. I'm guessing German.
What?
Please to Nitschke. My Twitch thing there. I don't want to be mean to the gentleman. He's.
I don't have
high
anything
enough.
up on chat for me to look at.
It's not in Twitch.
I'm on Twitch. I don't have anything in the chat because I just got over there.
Ah.
Because I
And
now
I-
have 7 things open in my tab.
NIETZSCHE. I,
Hold up. I'm about to.
Here it is.
Had I known that I would be more than lurk in Twitch, I would have chosen a name like Bob. Or yeah, that's. Well, okay, then we'll be nice. We'll leave you alone. You can just sort of lurk there
Is it-
as we fly in.
Is it Nietzsche 77?
I'm thinking it's something along that line, but
Because Nietzsche is a pretty
Japanese.
no.
yeah. He says yep.
Yes. Nietzsche.
Nietzsche. Is that also German? See, this is what's going to happen if you're going to be the only one in Twitch. You got to bring 4 or 5 friends with you.
After the German philosopher. I thought so.
Okay. That's what I kept wanting to go to, but I didn't know how it was spelled, and I'm not good with English, let alone German. So,
Did you
thanks
so-
for stopping in, Nitschke.
I'm
Nietzsche.
okay with German.
Nietzsche.
Nietzsche.
Nietzsche?
Yes.
Okay.
Nietzsche.
I'll butcher it about 4 more times.
today, and then like 4 more times the next time you tune in, and 4 more times after that. And
It's not on purpose. I'm good at butchering.
And then he'll pop in next time, and his name will be Bob. And then I'll have to tell you who he is and be like, Nietzsche?
it'll be Bob with parentheses Nietzsche.
Yeah.
Just call me Bob.
But what about Bob?
That was one of the dumbest movies I'd ever seen.
Yeah. The sad thing is, I watched the whole thing on it. There we go. Let's go outside view.
There are lights.
There are lights.
Would I lie about something like that?
There are lights at the airport that we're going to.
Well, I didn't remember that you said there were lights or not.
Yeah.
So we have Andrew on approach here.
I'm still following Moondog. And of course, I have my tie downs and wheel chocks and everything on, so there are 4 lights.
Lights.
Oh, we have another Star Trek fan.
Do they have unlimited data?
That is still funny. Good job, Draco.
One.
Where we at? 13 miles out. Well, I guess I should probably.
And if you're wondering what he meant about that, Nietzsche, you gotta ask one of them.
No, I think you should explain it. Always.
Why me?
Why not you?
I mean, it wasn't even a
There's-
joke. It was just a humorous observation.
There's Andrew landing that ugly ass caravan.
It's a 206, but sure, it's a caravan.
Oh, okay, whatever.
It's a lawnmower with wings.
No, it's pretty much your 208. The only difference is I have 2 extra seats in the back.
I don't have a 208.
So you mean to tell me you can
Wow.
throw extra junk in the trunk?
Yep.
He's probably got a lot of junk in the trunk.
Whoa, no. I wasn't going that far.
Well, I'm just gonna assume. I mean, he's in Colorado. He's been munching on stuff for like the last 3 months. Just presuming, because I'm kidding, Andrew.
Making me nervous. You're talking about another man's trunk. And I was like, I'm done.
I am. I just that silence is me done. I'm just gonna step out of the
I'm not
plane right
even
here.
gonna say anything to it.
You know I can't. I couldn't leave it alone.
No.
Look, Moondog, sun's rising.
Flight plan. Do we have a ILS by any chance for this?
Nope.
Nope.
Best you're
GPS.
gonna get is GPS,
All right. Well,
or you can just aim at the lights.
no, I can do GPS.
Because look, right there, there are 4 lights. Although that's not the runway.
Mike Yankee Bravo Golf traffic 8 November 4059er Delta good 6 miles northwest inbound visual runway 1.
And anybody watching my stream, if you're wondering how come Moondog's trailing ropes behind him,
Yeah. Explain that one.
it's because I have my plane tied down and parked already. So any of the planes that have that feature, when I look at them, will have the ropes already tied, attached, and the pitot heat cover on, and wheel chucks on.
So it's pretty awesome how I've got wheel chucks staying up underneath the wheels while flying at 100 knots.
Well, look at it this way. If they're rubber, they're just extra flotation devices for water.
Well, I won't need that. Well, I better not this time. What are we doing? What'd I do? 9. I did 9. Wait a minute. I don't want to select the runway again. I want to announce that. Announce position. And we're going to come back over here. So,
How far out are you?
well, I'm turning to make the run on approach.
Does that say
So-
50? Oh, you never updated your
Oh crap! No, I
lifeline,
didn't.
did you?
No,
I was
I
like,
didn't.
does that say you're 59 miles? Are you going the wrong way?
Yes, I am. Let's see here. If we do this, now does that fix it a little bit better?
Oh no, it hasn't updated yet.
Sure does.
I'm still seeing.
24.
No, it'll change.
There we go, 24.
So what's this other airport that's well lit that we decided not to land on?
The one you're not supposed to land at.
It's
Yeah, I
the
know.
VOR.
It's a VOR airport. I'm just impressed that somebody actually came up with the name Nietzsche. I'm actually somewhat familiar with Nietzsche, with the Nietzsche and the itching and the scratchy.
Pinky in the Brain too?
A little bit.
A little bit. There's nothing wrong being familiar with Pinky in the Brain.
Key in the brain.
How far out were you, Moondog?
He's 23 out now.
Tree.
Oh, 23.
So, little known fact. Does you guys probably won't remember because you guys are older than me, and Andrew probably won't know what I'm talking about because he's younger than me. But there was, back in the 80s and 90s, there was a cartoon called Tiny Toons.
Watched it all the time with my kids.
Think so.
Did you know that there was an episode that only aired once, and it was so controversial they never aired it again?
Isn't
Yeah,
it
I
just
know
loading?
of it, but
They're small.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like they're children. There was
Yeah.
an episode where they steal a beer
Oh
drink
yeah,
it.
that episode
and then drive the car off a cliff and all die.
where they drink one bottle of beer and they
Yep.
all get like alcoholic.
I wonder why it was controversial.
And you have to figure this
I
was
had
like,
to deal with him driving the car.
I mean, who wants to see Porky Pig driving a car? I mean, geez.
He's driven plenty of cars. He's even flown planes.
But he
Just
drives,
had the,
but he does it with no pants on.
well,
But then again,
Yeah.
Moondog's flying a plane right now with no pants on. So.
Right?
BP was farming earlier with no pants on.
I'm assuming he had shorts on.
Yes, he did. That was what was stated.
Hey,
Nietzsche
Moondog,
goes,
your
the
ears down.
late 80s to early 90s. We were much more realistic in our cartoons then.
Yeah, because Bugs Bunny stopping the B-47 from falling out of the sky by putting on the air brakes. Yeah. That was believable.
Moondog, your gears down.
Twitch Stewie
Yes.
says, isn't no pants sort of genius?
Can be.
And technically, that all those that episode you're referring to, Moondog, was 1942,
Yeah.
and it was a B-17
B-17. Okay. Well, he did several
because
planes
he was dealing with a gremlin in the plane.
There was that one. There was also the one where he was the brand new airship that parked right over top of his hole, and he crawled up and piloted that. That was a brand new airliner, which was more like the DC-6 or something like that.
Yeah.
And he had the same issue where he stopped that one from falling out of the sky by putting the air brakes on. The air brakes gag was done, I'm guessing, 4 or 5 times. I also liked the episodes where he ate the radiated carrots and made him super Bugs Bunny.
But that's one thing I've noticed. You can't find any of those Bugs Bunny, the
No.
Warner Brothers cartoons from the 40s and 50s anymore. They showed them all the time back in the late 80s and early 90s, and all of a sudden they just went away.
Well, would you want your kids walking around with an anvil, dropping it on your friends?
Absolutely.
In that case, I want to keep you away from me because I'm sure you would drop an anvil on my head.
How else is my son going to learn? If you put up a little tiny umbrella, it's going to stop that anvil.
It never did stop the anvil.
Well, see, if he watched that, he would learn, wouldn't he?
On top of it, walking out onto that wire with the anvil, and it's sinking all the way down to the ground.
And then you let go of it, and it catapults you into
Most good.
space.
Yeah.
Ah, great times. And the folksy wisdom of Foghorn Leghorn. I say, boy, I say. Oh, the shit we talk about. And you can tell when Zig is completely checked out from the conversation because you never hear anything out of him.
Sorry.
We start doing that or Star Trek, and he's just going to check out. So
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I'm done.
unless it's unlimited data, he doesn't want to know about it.
Yeah.
All right, come on. How close am I? Not very. All right. I should be turning on to it here pretty quick. That means airport should be over there. Anyone spot it with all them lights? Or lack of lights?
Oh, no, there's lights.
Yeah, there should be lights.
No, but I'm too far to actually see.
Yeah,
runway
it hasn't
thing.
rendered in yet.
Yeah. But over there somewhere.
Oh, I hope our next flight on the next stream is right about this time, maybe a little later.
Takeoff on the next one is 11 Zulu, but it might would be about 6 a.m.
Because the sunrises and sunsets with Rex 4 are incredible.
They are pretty darn good. All right. Back to speed off a little bit more again. Go flaps. La-di-dee, la-di-da. I feel like Curly cooking a mutton pie or something. Okay, we can talk about Looney Tunes, but no one remembers the Three Stooges.
Oh, I was just remembering one of my favorite episodes was the one where they accidentally hooked the water up to the electricity and had water shooting out of light sockets, and the woman turned on the TV to show off to her friends.
You know, you never hear about the student loan debt of the Tiny Toons. They should be swimming in that, having gone to Acme University and all.
Wow, I imagine Porky Pig probably became a raging alcoholic after being unable to meet his plan. Wow.
Who put all that in?
Nietzsche?
Oh.
He just went dark really quick.
Twitch Stewie says neither Bugs or Foghorn had pants. I said. Come here, boy.
Well, think about it. Mickey Mouse walked around with gloves and pants and shoes, but no shirt.
Well, okay, Minnie Mouse ran around in a dress all the time. Okay. Bugs Bunny's wife always had a dress and wore the pants anytime that they threw her in there.
Yeah.
Sylvester never had pants, but it seemed like if it was a female character, the cartoon character was dressed at least somewhat appropriately, but the guys were always half naked or whatever. No one recognized that.
And really, if you think about it, Sylvester was the first gay character on TV. He always had Pepe Le Pew chasing him.
Oh yeah, Pepe Le Pew.
It wasn't Sylvester that was being chased. It was always the female black cat that ended up getting.
No, it would be
Yeah.
Sylvester too. If he'd get that white, somehow he'd end up with a white stripe down his back, and Pepe Le Pew would at least there was a few cartoons where Pepe Le Pew confused him for being a skunk.
Okay, is this thing going to turn onto?
It will eventually.
I'm that close. I'm just wishing it to turn already, and it just hasn't yet.
Here's a real brain scratcher for you. How come Daffy Duck could fly, but Donald Duck couldn't?
Because Daffy Duck was Warner Brothers and Donald Duck wasn't.
And Goofy was a dog and Pluto was a dog. But how come Goofy got to talk and Pluto didn't?
Same answer.
Privileges.
No, wait a minute.
No, they're both Disney.
They were both Disney. Okay. One had higher education.
Really? You want to say Goofy had a higher education?
I feel like Pluto has the higher education.
Okay, higher education can still be relevant. Or possibly relevant.
But you had to wonder if Daffy Duck had some brain damage because he always ended up getting into arguments with Bugs Bunny and always ended up getting his beak shot across his face. He had his tongue cut out in a unfortunate never aired episode where he stole a pie and was caught. It's totally a fact.
I do recall that. It makes sense now. Yes, of course. All right, I'm lined up on it.
Was that episode called Mickey Eats a Tongue Sandwich?
I don't think so. That's 75. I'd like to get a little bit less speed. Back this off a little bit more.
I do know one thing's for sure. You never want to be the mother character in a Disney film.
No.
It may have been called A Taste of Crime. Wow. He is clever.
Of course, it's Nitschke. Nitschke.
Nietzsche.
Nietzsche.
Christ almighty.
Like
Nietzsche.
Ichini.
Nietzsche. It was Bob. Lights on.
So Nietzsche, as soon as he gets your name right, change it.
Yes. Go to something simple and difficult like Draco.
Yeah, he calls me Zig all the time,
Yeah.
and then can't figure out how come nobody answers him.
Oh, if this was a quote-unquote tube liner, I would have been landed hours ago. What this is? Okay, Curly. Nah, that was more Curly Joe-like.
Is Joe here?
Curly Joe, not Joe. Oh, Joe. Yeah, Joe fell asleep the one night, didn't he? Well,
I
if it
was told-
daylight, we could see nice scenery down there.
I was told once that I look like Curly and Shrek had a baby.
Curly and Shrek.
Huh.
I'm still trying to figure out the dynamics of Shrek, who's male, and Curly, who's male, having a baby together.
Oh my god, Moondog. Just land the plane already.
You want me to just drive it into the ground? Because I probably will.
Don't forget your gear's still up, Moondog.
It is not. Leave me alone. Go on autopilot. Land this thing.
Are your wings up?
Yes, wings are up.
Is your gear
Flaps
down?
are down. Flaps are down.
Gear down?
Gears down.
Open your doors, give you a little extra lift.
I don't need lift. I need some ventilation. Someone pass gas in the back.
Well, you're the one always eating, so.
In the back. I'm in the front. It was in the back.
Well, where do you expect gas to come out of? If it's coming out of a different side of you, you got problems.
Go sit down in the back of the planes. Now they update it. I'm about I think I'm at 30.21. It's 30.18. I'm moving slow enough. I can fix that. Yep, drop the throttles way down. Because I am not going to have over 300 on this one.
So there are no real tall trees right at the end of the runway for you guys.
There's not really. There's this one that I'm missing and one to the left here.
Okay.
Actually, I slowed it down too much. I got to make sure I get to the runway.
Yep.
Hi, Cody. Welcome back. You got back just in time to watch Moondog land. Now, keep in mind, I have a little bit different scenery than them. So, while he's landing on a runway for him, for what we're seeing, he's landing on a taxiway.
That says -83.
Nice job.
Oh, Zig had the worst landing.
Yep. So, Moondog's on the ground, and on that
Yep.
note, we would like to
What'd you
thank
get, Zig?
everybody. 3 something.
Yeah.
That was just on the first bounce, though, so I don't know what they didn't tell me on the second bounce.
Or the third.
Yeah, or the third or the fourth might have been a little bit less, but apparently it officially counted the first bounce. So that being said, we would like to thank everybody that stopped in tonight and hung out for a little bit. And be sure and check out the rest of the members of the Monkey Show. And certainly the main monkey himself, BP. And you got Cavalier Roy, Stu B, Farmer Dad. Help me out, Moondog.
You mentioned Cavalier Roy,
Farmer
Kev
Dad.
the Blue Bear,
Kev the Blue
Stu B.
Bear, Stu B, yeah. We'll be doing I probably won't be streaming it, but BP will be streaming the Around the World extravaganza, which we are raising money for the Ronald McDonald House charity. There's a link in all of our video descriptions on YouTube if you would like to donate to that, or tune in at 2 o'clock Central. Is that right? 1 o'clock Central.
1 o'clock Central, 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock Eastern.
2 o'clock Eastern, for another installment of that on Saturday afternoon. Did I forget anything else, guys?
Just real quick, Cody. Yeah, so it is different depending on what level of scenery you have.
It's due to the vectors, I think. That's the only difference that we have.
Oh, well,
I have
Drake,
the
go ahead.
North American LC. You guys have vectors.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, once again, if you guys like what you saw here, make sure you throw us a like and hit that follow button if you're on Twitch, or that subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube. Check out everybody else in the Monkey Show too. And
We'll be back on, let's see, tonight's Tuesday. We'll be back on Saturday night. We stream FSX on Tuesdays and Saturday evenings, 9 o'clock Central. So, yeah, unless you guys got anything.
Just one thing. If Andrew parks his plane inside of my plane one more time, I'm going to put him somewhere in chat.
And we'll back up just a bit.
And on that note, we'll see you all on Saturday.
See you guys
See
later.
ya over there.